Okay, we're doing the Desi-Driver, who, what, when, where, and why. And this is in a real estate office in the Dalles, Oregon. We just did an interview with her friend across the room, and unfortunately, this just kind of show how common these kind of things happen, and it's devastating. Um, but this is a different story, so that we can maybe reach somebody else that would, you never know who you're going to reach with these stories. So my name's Tony Cataldo. This is the Desi-Driver, who, what, when, where, and why. And what is your name?
My name is Heather Wright.
Heather Wright, okay. And what happened, Heather? I'm sorry.
So I became an EMT in 1999,
Okay.
and went to work on an ambulance as an EMT, and then got my paramedic shortly thereafter, and worked in Multnomah County as a paramedic. Spent many hours and days on an ambulance, and I've been on many calls involving drunk drivers. I've seen the aftermath. I've had to tell family members that their loved one is no longer with us. And it doesn't just affect family, it affects first responders, and we can't unsee those images. Probably the most, the call that sticks out the most would be when I was an EMT in paramedic school. Ran a call in a rural community where a man was drunk driving with his 9-year-old son in the car. Luckily, nobody was hurt, but the driver was hurt, but the kid was fine. It's just those things, you can't take back those bad decisions.
Yep.
Especially those involving alcohol, and it's
Okay, so when was this?
When was that call?
What is the time that you've served as an EMT?
From about 1999 to 2012. And now I'm a volunteer with the local ambulance company here in the Dalles.
Wow, you're a servant leader, and we do appreciate what you do. The only thing is when the point about you not being able to unsee what you've seen is, how do you not take your work home with you? You know what I mean? When you're doing something like that, I just can't imagine what that would be like. You can't erase it. If you care, I always say you need to wear a shield to protect yourself, but how do you protect yourself from that? It's just really a tough thing to do, and it's sacrificing yourself.
Yeah, well, my husband is also in the same field. He's a firefighter paramedic, and so we talk. We've spent a lot of hours debriefing, and then interagency debriefing with the fire agency and police department, especially when it's a very, very bad outcome.
Well, thank God for people like you and your husband. Really.
You.
And where was this that you served? You said Multnomah County?
Multnomah and Clackamas County.
That's in Oregon?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And that's towards Portland from here. It's about, what, an hour?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half, yeah. And then why do you think that so much of this is so common? Why do you think that people are, anything you can share about that?
Honestly, I think it's an easy outlet for people to get their hands on. I don't know. That's bury your problems.
Yeah, like people are trying to escape, but you're escaping to a hole.
Right.
And your choice is not going to benefit your life, and it's a habit. And
even if you're one of the lucky ones who don't get involved in a DUI accident, you're harming your body. You're causing damage to your liver and other internal organs that you can't undo.
Right.
So it's not just the unfortunate DUI accidents. There's other effects on your body from alcohol.
Yeah, I see a lot of it is, it's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's a matter of when it's going to happen. And that's no way to guide your life,
Right.
It's just like rolling the dice, and life is too precious and too beautiful to enjoy people, and to have really bad things happen to someone that's just not even people shouldn't go there. But that's why I'm doing the interviews. I appreciate this. Do you have any advice for young people?
Find an outlet. There's people that care. If you're having a problem, talk to somebody. Don't bury it with alcohol.
Yeah, maybe even don't start the habit, right?
Don't start the habit.
That's what the point of these interviews are, is to see, I mean, if young drivers, young people, they think that, that can't happen to me. Well, it happens to,
it can, and
I don't even know the number, but it's just everywhere I go, I keep hearing people say, you want to hear my story. I'm like, oh God.
Everybody has a story, and that tells you how often it happens.
Yeah. And there's some people learn through family members that drank. My wife doesn't drink because her dad would come home, because he drank, he would come home a different person.
Right.
But their family, actually, the culture was that they would be putting alcohol in baby bottles.
Oh.
That's back in the day, long time ago. But that's, how crazy is that?
Right.
That's like no future.
That's like starting the habit.
Yeah.
As a baby.
But what I see when I'm out running around is I see a drinking culture and I see a non-drinking culture, and it's amazing to me. And you go to a town like McMinnville, Oregon, and there's wine tasting everywhere. And my son is wanting to start a wine distribution international, and I'm like, Brandon, you're anyways. But yeah, I do appreciate that very much, and your message is simple, and thank your husband for what he does, and thank you for what
Thank you.
and have a great life.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.